Right. Yeah, like what's the spring been like for your guys that they're in the running back room?
Wow, it's been very productive. Um, just telling them guys earlier, man, how excited I am for them in that group. First of all, man, them guys are selfless. Them guys are close-knit guys who hold each other accountable. Man, they show up each and every day and put in work. And I think that they understanding, what it is to compete against each other, but at the same time to also come together collectively as a group and how you can feed off each other. So those guys are definitely getting that, man, and they show up each and every day and work their tail off.
Hugh was in here yesterday saying that Jarquez might be the best running back he's ever coached. He hasn't even coached him in a game yet. Obviously, you've been around Jarquez his whole career so far. Just how have you seen him progress this spring and I guess overall since you first got here?
Oh man, I'm fired up by Jarquez. Again, since day one, since he stepped on campus. First of all, one of the things that truly stands out about Jarquez is just his humble approach to everything. Great human being who treat people right. And then from there, man, just the way he worked, relentless effort. I got a work ethic where, he's coming to work each and every day and being that same person. Whether you don't know if he's having a bad day or a good day. He's always even kill. But again, I love just his tenacity, man. I just love his grit. Love how he's willing to learn each and every day, and man, he's always trying to find ways that he can get better. So skies is the limit for Jarquez. I think he have a chance to be a very very special back. You know, First of all, good Lord done blessed him, but second off, the way he treat people and how he go about his work and getting better.
You haven't been coaching long, but is he the best back you've ever coached?
Well, look, I'm that those things right now to me is kind of still to be determined.
Okay.
He's just as talented as anybody I done coach. I mean, the guy has the skill set, has the talent, has the grit. I think what separates him from a lot of guys that I have coached is just his mental toughness. He's one of the just the toughest kid, young man that I have been around, just by his approach and how he handled adversity, and how he had opportunity to play behind Tank Bisbee and sit, learn, still be humble. That is tough to do. Lord know I'm kind of speaking from experience. Just to watch his growth, man, is has been inspiring for me.
Do you think so? You played in an era where like workhorse backs were a thing, but the game has changed, and so guys are splitting reps a lot, and it's more running back by committee. Do you think that Jarquez can be a 1,500-yard back in the system that you guys are putting together?
I mean, no question. I don't know if it's gonna be 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, 2. I have no idea, but I do know that if needed, he definitely could be that workhorse back that we need. But man, I tell you, like you say now, the game is trending to getting other guys involved, and I'm a firm believer. Let's tread on the tires. Guys who have opportunity to play at that next level is is the best, and he will have that opportunity. And then also, man, we got guys from Damari, Brian, Sean Jackson. Like, we have other guys that can play, and they've been pushing for playing time, and they've been pushing Jarquez. And man, I love to see it because again, speaking from experience, whenever you get cats in the room pushing each other, everybody competitive, man, you either gonna sink or swim. And a lot of times them guys swimming, man, and they are doing a good job.
Coach Freeze talked about finding something in the running game, some schemes and things, and that offensive line. How much have you seen the running game and really the offense as a whole grow in the last couple of weeks?
Wow, big time. Hats off to Coach Thornton and Coach Simmons and those guys working with those guys up front. I just think that our O-line honestly should be one of our strengths on this team, man. They're long, they're athletic. I mean, they had that chemistry already as a unit where, man, they're playing together, they're feeding off each other. And I'm a firm believer when you get 5 group of men up front playing together. A lot of where we less talented, you can overcome with that, with the chemistry and those guys playing together. And I think, man, those guys has had a tremendous spring with picking up this new scheme, picking up things that we want to do in the run game. Has been exciting for me to kind of watch and follow.
When Cobb arrives, how does that change the dynamic in the room? The young guys these days want to play early. Redshirting for talented players is not as common. Have you guys talked about a plan about how to incorporate him in, maybe get him some reps this year, but keeping him under that limit where he can retain his redshirt?
All those guys gonna carve out their own plan. If Jeremiah Cobb comes in here and he's the best out there on the field, then he is going to be on the field. I'm a firm believer. My guys know that I am fair. I am fair, but at the end of the day, I think, with Coach Freed, Coach Montgomery, myself, we are going to do what's best for the team. And, and if we feel like a freshman or whoever is the best player out there, then, that is what I am a believer in. So, I'm honest with my guys. They're gonna create their role on this team, and we gonna be able to sit down and watch film and see if you're doing the things we're asking. And I always challenge my guys. Let's be a realist, man. Like, film don't lie. So again, Jeremiah Cobb will come in this thing, and he will have ample opportunity to prove what he can do.
Cadillac, you talked about Jarquez and doing kind of little things, the things he does as a player. I remember you coming in as a freshman and pass protection, you jump right in there, special teams. How much are those types of things separators when you have so much competition?
Love it. It's the it shows a lot about a player when a lot of these guys that we recruit have a tendency to play one way. They don't play on special teams. So a lot of guys come in here entitled, 4 or 5 star guys, and it always shows a lot about a kid that will come in here with a humble approach, that will play special team, that would stay in your hip pocket about how can I get better, how can I get on the field, will they pass protect, will they finish run, will they play without the ball. To me, those things truly shows me what your true character is, to be honest with you. And those are selfless things that you have to do, because as a runner, we all want to carry the football, but it's important to me how you go about the little things, how you play without the football, and if you're willing to stick your face in the fan.
You said film doesn't lie. With Brian, has he kind of lived up to what you saw on film when you were recruiting him out of the portal?
No doubt, I'm super excited about Brian. Dynamic, explosive, one cut runner. Like I said before, I know he's a smaller guy, but you don't see clean licks on him. He understands leverage, angles. Tough kid, would stick his face in the fan, pass block. So look, I am excited about Brian. I'm excited about Damari. Like I'm truly excited about that room. Like I told them guys, man, we are about to have a lot of fun, man. As long as we can, continue to be selfless, continue to, move in the same direction, continue to compete, hold each other accountable, man. We're about to have fun in that room, to be honest with you.
Building on Jason's question about pass protection, as a whole, where do you feel like your position group is at in terms of picking up, blocking schemes, not being able to understand the blocking schemes and maybe is a barrier to young guys getting in the game early? Are you guys feel like you're solid in pass protection?
No doubt. First week or so, we struggled early in the spring, to be honest with you. Was a little disappointed just from technique standpoint, and us not just being new to us, I guess, with putting on pads, but the want to is there, and and I had the opportunity to continue to work it every day in spring, man, and it's like night and day. Like those guys understand the pass protection. They understand the guy. They understand who they have, what they doing up front, and guys are going to strike guys now. And they're coming down here. They closing up the space, closing that gap down, taking inside out, and they're striking guys. And then to me, like I like to tell guys, man, from there it's like once you have your technique, everything, you done established. It come down to want to, get the job done. It's not gonna be pretty, it's not gonna be perfect all the time, but man, let's compete. Like win your one-on-ones, whether you got the football in your hand, where you try to make a guy miss, or yards out the contact, or you're blocking a guy, or you beating a guy in the route, man, compete. So I think those guys are doing a really good job of that. Man, them guys done came a long way.
Who's your best blocker?
I would probably say right now in pass pro, probably, our best blocker is Sean Jackson. I mean, he is he's low, he got a great base, he strike, he powerful, he's patient at the top. So I would have to say, and I done let them know, you guys need to watch Sean. I think Sean Jackson is our best pass protector right now, but you got Damari coming along. You have Jarquez, who is a strong kid, who's truly coming along. Then you have Brian, who he's already a little shorter than people. So in this game of football, low man wins. So a lot of times he can strike people. So all these guys, man, continue to get better. Something that we got to continue to get better. I got to do a better job at coaching it. But those guys are getting better. I'm excited about all those guys.
You were able to get a pretty big commit a couple weeks ago for the 2024 class. Just what have your impressions been of how Hugh has come in, his approach to recruiting, and just how this staff has been able to kind of make up some ground after a coaching change?
Wow. Recruiting is the lifeline of any program. And one thing that Coach Freeze let that be known, not only to us coaches, but also, our players. One of the things that we do, man, is we get our players involved. I love how Coach Freeze approach. How man, we don't have anything to hide. Like let's get let's get them in front of our players. Let's get them in the meeting room. Let's get them around. We have nothing to hide. And then also, I think with Coach Freeze being the leader of this team, to see him recruit the way he recruit, it. I mean, as a position coach, as a staffer, it's like if the head guy can, recruit and relentless and recruit, you doggone better be relentless. So I just think, his approach, the way he, demand recruiting, it actually elevates everybody else and make you get on board and make you recruit. So I am excited, man, just, about where things going. I mean, we know, man, at the end of the day, his thing come down to players. Like what I mean, Auburn is a great place, great fans. But again, when Auburn is good, we have some dudes. So I'm glad to be working for a coach that and a staff that truly understands that.
How do you think you've been able to find success recruiting? Because I mean, it's like 3 staffs now, despite who you've been working with and under, you've recruited well. What is it about you that you think has allowed you to do that?
I just like to tell you, I think recruiting is about relationships. I mean, me personally, I don't have to sell myself or I don't have to sell Auburn. Auburn has been great for myself, my family, as you all know, has done a lot for me. So a lot of times, what I like to tell recruits and parents, man, is like I am a walking testimony of, once you buy into Auburn, you come into this environment, what could truly happen. So, me, again, it's just by getting to know people and see if it's the right fit.
Talk to us about the passing game. Jarquez Hunter showed himself to be a capable pass catcher out of the backfield last year. Is there anybody else in the room that has emerged maybe as a playmaker in the passing game or a safety net for the quarterback this year?
No doubt. Again, Jarquez is a guy who has really good hands. I think Damari, that's one of the things that, over time he has gotten a lot better at ball catching. Then you have Brian, a guy who can catch the ball well. So we are going to have an opportunity in that room with having guys, man, that could, not only run the rock ball, so pass protect, catch the football, is huge in, what we want to do within our offense because, at the end of the day, it's about matchup. So, if we can find the best matchup, and if that's us on linebacker, safety, however it go, we got to be able to catch the rock out of the backfield. And, pretty much all those guys got pretty good hands.
Cadillac, now that you're a few months into it, how are you enjoying the role as associate head coach? And I guess what are some of the extra responsibilities that go into that?
Well, honestly, having it's weird, man, because I actually even, forget that I even have that title, to be honest with you, bro. I'm just, I'm just, trying to help in any way that I can help. Man, I got Coach Freeze, his staff back, and just trying to contribute in any way that I can, and I enjoy coaching my guys, man. Enjoy getting to know, these new guys that we have, from new players to even our old players. So, like I like to tell people, I'm living a dream. So I'm just taking it all in, and I don't even see it, to be honest with you.